Hello, I am here once again. Um, Streamed Ninja Gaiden Arcade on Tuesday, but I don't know if it was just the multi-stream or because my roommate might have been uploading or something, but it was unwatchable. So I am redoing the arcade game, but I am doing the Japanese version this time, which is easier. Last time I spent like 2 hours on that last stage, and it's supposed to be significantly easier in the Japanese one. I think maybe the European one too, but we're doing the Japanese one. So bringing up the timeline again. So yeah, trying to play through all of these games in the lead up to Ragebound is the 31st, I believe, definitely by the end of this month at the very least. So, which means we've got what, like 7 or 8 games. Ninja Gaiden X, I don't think that's preserved. That was like a cell phone game, Japan only. Probably gone forever, but I'll do a little research before that one. There's also a canceled Genesis game that the prototype is out there for, and I definitely want to at least check that one out too. So, yeah, so let's get this game going. And it comes up perfect. Actually, let me check something real quick. Okay, yeah, this is on. Strong team. Why is this not showing up? God, I'm not the biggest fan of OBS so far. Definitely going through like learning curve, obviously, but let me reset this. There we go. Strong team. Not very strong in my opinion based on playing this game last time. Although I did come to appreciate this a little bit more. Kind of learned some of the strategies for how you're supposed to playing this. I was not using the up jump nearly as much as I should, where if you're holding up and you hit the jump button, you kind of jump into the background or onto a higher level, if there is one. Cut through Jason. Nice ninja booty. This is much fancier than the English title screen. Ninja Gaiden. The Ryukenden. Yes, I was going into this in the first stream, but this game actually came out like a year in the US before the Japanese version, so like technically Ninja Gaiden's kind of the original name. I don't know why it took so long to come out in Japan. So the way you... God, I'm already getting my ass kicked. The way you kind of play this game, you got your attack button, you got your jump, where you flip like this. When you're jumping, you can do the... what's it called? The guillotine throw, which is a big part of the 3D games. So I guess they maybe look to this for inspiration. But if you only know the NES game, this has like very little in common with that. They're totally different games. You do not, for the most part, have your sword in this one. You have to find power-ups to get the sword, and they seemed really uncommon, at least in that US version I played through. Ice Creme. Real good English on this first level. kind of straightens out in the other levels, not as much text in them. A lot of like AI generated looking shit in this game that is definitely not AR generated. Is that Elvenk? It'd be like a 7-Eleven thing, I don't know. All these Top Gun signs for some reason. I feel like I'm not taking nearly as much damage in this already, but I'm not sure. Like, the thing I found only mentioned the last level being different. Peps. Have to imagine that's like a Pepsi thing. So when you throw guys, they can smash through like destructible objects like that sign, stuff like this popcorn, and it'll usually, although not always, drop a power-up. So these log guys are my mortal enemy in this game. They have just ridiculous range. Although they are a little slow. But if you come at them from like straight on, they'll usually hit you. Yeah, so this is an area where you have to like jump up here. You do the up and the A button. Switch levels. You can also use, there's a third button. I guess you don't need to jump, you just hit the button. There's a button that is specifically only for grabbing onto stuff, like ledges. It's not an enemy grab move. You don't use that for the guillotine throw. And when I was testing this game out a couple weeks ago, there's a part later on where I didn't realize there was a third button, and I could not for the life of me figure out how to grab onto this one ledge. I'll point out when we actually get there. Oh, when you're hanging, you do this kick, which is very useful because you have a ton of range. Way more than your normal attack. This guy's fucking me up, though. Alright, I guess that guy's just fucking off. These stages, well, these stages are not very long at all. They're usually just like a few screens long. This one. I beat this sumo guy on my first try the last stream, but not this time. It's kind of a pushover to the throw, but trying to get rid of these ads first. Maybe I should just deal with them as I can and try to focus on this guy. Yeah, like when I have a second, just beat these guys up. The thing I learned is you can, at any time during your combo, you can do the up jump, just kind of get out of there. So like, if you're beating a guy up and somebody starts approaching you, you can do that to cancel out of it. Is kind of the way you stay safe. Also, you want to combo into the throw a lot, because if I just kind of walk up to this guy, he's gonna throw me. And then you tornado out. Go get sushi. Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, that sounded, the Ryukenden announcer thing. That definitely was not in the US version. So I think you can literally just spam the... Okay, never mind. Thought you could just invisibility frame through it, but you have to be a little bit careful. Okay, you can jump on these. I wasn't sure. Do not automatically swing from like one to the other though, so I don't know why you would jump on those. Seems like you still get hit, so like it's not a safe spot or anything. Maybe this one specifically is good, because we're gonna see some more guys coming up in a second. Get over here. Yeah, you can really just kind of spam on these things. Definitely want to, when you can, try to throw guys into these things, get like power-ups. The pills are health. There's the white one I just got that fills up 1 square. There's also a red one that does 2. Then there's the sword, and I think all the other items are just health, which is, or I mean just points, which maybe in the Japanese version I'll actually get enough points for like a 1-up or something. Oh, there are also 1-ups that occasionally appear in those boxes. I think they're set. I think like specific boxes will have the 1-ups, but most of them just have a random power-up. I don't know if 1-ups can randomly drop like the rest of the pool does. Another thing, if you walk up to like a wall or an object, you do that flip automatically, which is, in my opinion, very annoying because it usually just ends up getting me hit. I never really want to do it because you can not attack out of that unless you have the sword. So usually if you do that on accident, some guy's just gonna punch you. Also, another annoying thing, which we're gonna see in a second, the power-ups go away super fast. And usually, since you just threw a guy over there, you can't just walk up and get it. It's usually kind of tricky, so a lot of the times I'll see like the swords or a pill or something and will not be able to get it in time. Maybe I can get this one. Alright. Then the fake Iron Man song's still in the game, Black Sabbath. Guess nobody at like Tecmo America had said, hey, this kind of seems like we'd get in trouble legally. This pill. These guys have like a team up grab they do on you, where one of them will flip you into the other. Might not see that here, but there's like recolors of these guys later on, so probably see it at some point. Yeah, so that he throws into his buddy, but his buddy's dead, so nothing happened. Ninja Gaiden. Still don't know why he needs to take the train if he can just turn into a tornado. Just toss all these guys off. Yeah, so the thing that gets me with that log every time is like it has like a lingering hitbox, so even if you're jumping when he swings, a lot of the time you get hit on the way back down. And so this is where I spent like an hour trying to jump up here. Not an hour, more like 15 minutes. But I was like, what are you supposed to do here? Eventually just realized, oh, you hit the third button. Which I have bound to be on this Xbox controller. On the arcade cabinet, it was apparently like on top of the stick. So, not a big fan of this game, like I said, but I do enjoy a lot of the soundtrack. This game has a very strange tone to it, although I guess that's mostly because I'm comparing it to like the NES ones, the 3D Xbox ones. You know, this was obviously the first game, so in a vacuum, nothing really weird about it, but it's very silly, I guess. Oh, there's the swords. Let me see if I can get these. Nice. So this is so much better than your default attack. And when you do the flip, you can do a sword slash shot in the end, although it's pretty rare that somebody's in the exact right spot to get hit by it. But yeah, way more range, way faster. I think it does more damage, just all around a better attack. Okay, this depth perception on this guy is impossible. I don't know if you can even hit them. And your sword runs out after so many hits. I don't know if it's hits or time, but either way, it does not last very long. So these log guys, they just, more than anyone else, these guys really fucked me up in this game. You want to get rid of them as soon as possible. The white ninjas, they just get to have the sword all the time. It's like most beat-em-ups, really, crowd control is paramount, which I am not doing very well right now by scrolling the screen like this. Another way of crowd controlling this is when there's two levels like this, you just kind of swap between top and bottom a lot. Try to isolate a guy or two. It can hit you on the way down if there's like a guy waiting on the bottom. While you drop down, he will absolutely clock you and you'll lose health. So you do have to be a little bit careful. And here's my favorite boss, the three children trying to sneak into an R-rated movie. Although these guys are still, like, fucking huge. Like, you're hunched over and you're still taller than me. You guys didn't need to all get into that jacket together. easiest way to deal with them is you just constantly do the flip, because when they try to hit you, you'll be in the air and you don't get hit. And yeah, when you try to actually just punch them, they'll do that, like, counterattack a lot. Let me get this guy.
Ninja Gaiden.
Rocking that suit. I believe this song is exclusive to the Japanese version. I think a different one plays in the US version. It was one of the few differences I found when looking into it earlier. Right, let's concentrate a little bit more. Get out of here, log guy. Yeah, like right there, I did not want to run up that thing. It just happens on accident 99% of the time. I feel like this track is louder than the other ones have been for some reason. How should I do this? Yeah. Knew that guy was gonna hit me. Yeah, the big risk with the throw is if you land in front of somebody, they're absolutely gonna hit you before you recover. You dead? Coming back? There's no way I'm getting to that pill in time. Just you and me, buddy. And then this part, where the like fucking 8-pack guys are gonna start popping out of the water. Flip from branch to branch. I did not fall in the water last time. I assume it's a one hit, but I don't know for sure. That guy's sure not getting up. So I assume the same would happen to me. Then like this part, I don't know why you would take the bottom path. This has to, well, maybe if you really can't get hit by those guys, the bottom path is actually easier, but... And boss fight, it's the sumo again. Except there's two of them. And this crazy face in the background. Okay, these ads still show up. Spawn, I guess. Probably just do the punch combo. I don't know that the comboing into the throw, I don't know if it does any more damage than just punching. So if they're gonna hit me when I do the raw throw, I should probably just go for these single hits. Yeah, I'm just getting anti-aired like crazy. Ninja. I thought he was surfing the last time I saw this, but there was like a paddle. Y'all want to go to the truck center? Custom knife. Will I get one of those? Ooh. Alright, I should be using the, god damn it, the upper lower thing a little bit more. It's really nice when they all line up like that, where your combo just continues to hit all the guys as they single file into that specific pixel. It's just me being all badass under the ice cream sign. Don't want to mess with me. Let's get up here. I think the checkpoint's pretty close to here, so I should just try to walk forward at this point. Oh, got hit. Yeah. I think there's an extra life in this trash can, if I remember right. Like, actually getting a guy into that is the hard part. Rygar. I've never actually played Rygar. I have no idea what kind of game that is. Dragons, strong team, MSG. Got flipped into something. I don't know what it was I picked up. Yeah, there we go. So they do that to you. I don't think it does any more damage than like any other attack in this game. Here, let's see. Yeah, just one square. And I'm out.
Ninja Gaiden.
Okay, so this is the last level. This is the one that's supposed to be easier in this version. In the US version, enemies comparatively do double damage, and there are way less checkpoints, which I'll point out when I die after getting through this section. But yeah, this is where I spent like 2 hours on Tuesday. I got it down pretty well, but again, it's been like 3 days, so might be a little bit rusty. So the way I did it, I would go up here, kind of lure all these guys, beat them up. I don't know how that guy hit me first. Then you get over here, and as soon as that guy shows up, you get on this pole, just start kicking. So there's some very, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1, Part 2 stuff going on in here. Like these masks on those walls. That tablet up top's very Pillar Man. And this mask in this painting is very clearly, like, inspired by the Part 1 mask. I assume Part 2 must have been pretty current when this game came out. Alright, let's see. Okay, no, I'm still here. See, after there's a couple mini bosses on this stage, I'm curious. Checkpoints are there. It's also possible that, like, I was watching, like, footage on a different dip switch or something. But I'm set to default right now. Because the text I was reading did not mention the checkpoints, but the video I watched, the guy was definitely getting checkpointed on this level in places I was not last time I played it. Right, I need to lock in. Get this guy, you get on here, kick a bunch of guys. And there's this health is consistent. I guess that's another box that's consistent in this game. It always has the red pill in it. Right, and then get over here, and there's the Blow Draw Brothers again. They have a couple ads that you can deal with before they activate. You have to, like, scroll the screen like 95% of the way. There we go. Yeah, one of them is the law guy who I definitely want to take out. Looked out with the sword power up, but I think I'm gonna die. Okay, I guess this checkpoint is in fact consistent with the US one. These guys in the black, they always, not always, but like half the time, they end up punching me before I can get to them. Yeah, so if you can lure these guys and deal with them before the bosses activate, that makes this a whole lot easier. Although, when guys get stuck in the corner like that, it's easier said than done. Okay. Yeah, so I think in the US version, these guys were doing 2 squares per hit. Now they're doing 1 square per hit like normal. Like everything in the US final stage just does double damage, which makes this way more punishing. What? Felt like I had invincibility, but whatever. Now, if I could get this health, that would be great. Then the problem is they're standing right on top of it. Also, it didn't spawn, so maybe it isn't consistent. Or maybe, like, if it spawns off screen, it just doesn't actually spawn. Ah, you piece of shit. I hate log guys so much. Yep. So this statue of this, like, purple guy, I feel like there's an enemy that looks very similar to that in the 3D games. I'm not sure if they were in 1 or starting in 2, but one or the other. Ah, shit. Let's get you guys up here, actually. I'm not gonna... Okay, it didn't appear again for some reason anyways. I wonder if they put this thing here specifically so you kinda couldn't lure them around before the bosses spawn. I've definitely dealt with both of these guys before they aggro before, but not having that luck today. Well, this seems like a strategy. Last time when I was streaming the US version, I ended up getting lucky with the sword power-up. Also, the throw alone I don't think does any damage, so if he does that and his buddy can't follow up on it, ah shit. Well, at least he's gone. But I think if one of them throws you and the other's dead, you're just not going to take any damage. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. That took so long in the US one. Because in the US one, I would have been dead by now. I've never run out of time in that game, or in this game, so that time power-up seems really useless. Also, this was the portrait that was on that other level. I'm just noticing that. Anyway, the trenchcoat guy's here again. Had a strategy for this too, but I've kind of forgotten it. Oh yeah, so it was lots of throws and then up jumps. You really want to just get one of these guys by themselves so that you don't get hit in the recovery of the throw. And as you can see, when you're like jumping over them, if you're close enough, you are not going to get hit. So you can kind of spam that, cheese these guys out. Come on. Then on to the final boss. This fish tank looks really out of place next to this like half skull. This dude's bare ass mural. Also, that skeleton is ginormous. Anyway, so it's like Lord Humongous crossed with Nappa. It's got double swords. So in the US version, when this guy hit you, you just immediately died. Let's see if that's true here. The way that you seem to do it is you kind of approach him from the top. His sword swipes like hit downwards. So you want to approach him from the bottom going up, and then when you get close, you do the up jump. Then you punch him. This is going pretty well, actually. Also, he also has that fire attack. Yeah, eat shit, buddy. And that's it. That was. But it hasn't even been an hour. I streamed this game for 4 hours on Tuesday. That's how much harder that stage is in the US version. And so Ryu goes back to Tokyo. I don't know why he came to the US in the first place, but. And then you get this badass shot of him on the throne. Very different Ryu from the normal one. Although he already kind of feels different in the NES games compared to the Xbox ones. But yeah, that's Ninja Gaiden Arcade. If you're gonna play this, definitely play this Japanese version, because this was a breeze compared to going through the US one. Also, even these credits are already in Japanese in the US one. There's really zero text difference. Like, it's the title screen, that's the only thing that they changed in localization, I guess. Metal Yuki. There's gotta be some great fake names in the Japanese text, but I can't read it, unfortunately. Bayashi. Always love getting to the end of an old game and seeing these fake names the devs used. Also, I've never seen this Tecmo Rabbit in anything else. Produced by Strong Team. Yeah, the Japanese version, this is actually a decent time. This game takes you a little bit to figure out the way it wants you to play, but then once you know, it's okay. It's not the best, but it's alright. Then I get to put in my name. I got like the same score last time, even though I think this must be like the score from the first time I died. So I definitely did not have this many points at the end. So I don't know why it's like jumping around like this. It's very weird because it says A. Oh wait, no, so it says A. But then I scroll and it goes to the right of the last letter I selected. It's very strange. Again, docked myself. Now everyone's gonna find out who I am in real life. Some guy named Andrew. But yeah, that's Ninja Gaiden Arcade. It's a weird start to this series. Very little in common with anything that comes after. And weirdly has more in common with the 3D game just because you're constantly using the guillotine throw in this. Yeah, let's go ahead and get off of this. Oh, I'm clicking. That's not a scene. This is a scene. Close that. Okay. So yeah, um, gonna be back on Sunday for Ninja Gaiden NES. Hopefully, I've beaten that game before. I got it when I was in high school on the Wii Virtual Console, and I don't know how I beat it, because if you've ever played that game, the really annoying thing is, here, let me bring the cam back up. If you die to the last boss, which is on like stage 6-3, it sends you back to 6-1, even though usually in any other part of the game when you die, you would go back to that same stage. So like if you died on the boss of 5-3, you'd start over on 5-3. And it's not even like game over sends you back, it's single death. So it is really brutal. So if there's a stumbling block that I'm going to run into with that game, it's definitely going to be the very end. But hopefully I'll get through it. I did it once, should be able to. But yeah, that was the stream. I will be back on Sunday.